What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I do want to go ahead and apologize for yesterday's live stream. We did cut it a little bit short there because, well, not a little bit, extremely short. After 20 minutes of being live, my internet completely shut down on me. And it wasn't just my personal problem. It was an outage in my area. Everybody's internet was out. So it's not really anything I could have controlled. I do apologize, though. We are going to be back up and live again today. And I promise you the internet will be working perfectly fine, and we're going to have a really good time. We start every single day at around 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we stream for about 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours sometimes. If you guys want to be a part of that, or even check out any of my other social medias like Twitter or Discord, all the links to everything are down in the description. Now, one thing that I pretty much notice every single day is that people do not believe me when I say this game is completely dead. And it's only because they always see my gameplay, and when I show the clips and, I tab into the scoreboard, it always shows the max player count and stuff like that. I don't think people understand that when I show clips on this channel, I show the best of the best moments, I go through hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay just to get enough for a 10-minute video. I go through all the worst stuff, push it aside, and give you guys the best I could possibly give. Getting clips in Battlefield 2042 is nearly impossible compared to other titles out there, only because over half of the gameplay in this game is versing AI, versing bots. It's boring, basic, and it's just thoughtless. It's not enjoyable. This clip that you're watching right here, it took us 2 full sectors on Breakthrough in order to get this lobby filled up. For the first 2 sectors, A and B, which is basically, the main boxes at the very beginning, and then I think the next sector is the boats that you have to actually get on and, take control of. Through both of those sectors, it was a 20 versus 20 the whole time. All the potential to have fun and enjoy the overall experience and actually have a good time with Battlefield was out the window because I couldn't even get enough players in the lobby to get that experience. And I had to wait all the way until the end, and I had to get into a Nightbird as well just to have some fun at the very end of it. Nobody is playing the game. In yesterday's video, I actually shouted out a petition that someone put out there, and Tom Henderson, retweeted it out over on Twitter, and I put that up in the description. I told you guys to all, go sign up, check it out and stuff like that. That petition, overnight, from multiple different content creators talking about it, went from 13,000 people all the way up to 28,000 people. Probably by the time that I'm making this video, it is way past 35,000 to 40,000 people. I guarantee it, man. It's flying right now. And the petition is for a refund. It's literally for not anything else in the game. It's not for, oh, DICE, get your crap together. DICE, communicate with us more. DICE, please put this in the game. DICE, put in a server browser so we can actually consistently stay in the same lobby and stop reshopping for games that are going to put us in 20 versus 20s. Just let us stay in the same game with the server browser. No, the petition isn't for anything like that. It's for a refund. It's saying, screw you, DICE. Your game is crap. We have zero faith that you're going to do anything to improve this game. We want our money back. That is what the petition is for. If you haven't already, make sure you go down to the description and check out the link to that petition. I'm going to try to push it out there for the next few videos, more than likely, to see if we can get a few more numbers or a few more people to sign it up, and maybe we can get our voices heard, possibly. More than likely not, but we might be able to get an apology, right? An apology is better than nothing. I mean, even Sledgehammer Games has apologized for the previous state of Vanguard, and actually the current state as well of the game, and how they're going to improve the bugs and the fixes, and that they're going to be working on it. The least you can do, DICE, is respond as well and apologize, especially for a disaster like Battlefield 2042. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that the game is dying. People are losing faith, and you could tell by the numbers, the amount of people that want refunds, and just by the lobbies that won't fill up at all, you can tell people are not satisfied with the product they were given. And also, they're not satisfied with losing out on $60+. I mean, just look at this. One of the ex-developers who used to work for DICE, his name is David. I actually made a video about something that he talked about a little while ago as well. But he went ahead and said, just watch Stodie's breakdown of Battlefield 2042's issues, and having not played or watched footage before, boy, I have some questions about that product. He also goes on to say, really trying to understand why some of these design calls were made. Why are there no smaller infantry maps? Why was 128 player count a thing that didn't seemingly have any accommodation for infantry? Why are whole maps shipping without any detail art? Was no one in control of quality over here? Who thought this experience honored the Battlefield sandbox experience and took it forward? Oh, he's coming at them, bro. Oh my god. I'm astonished that there were this many missteps, even knowing the obstacles from higher ups. And for all my friends and colleagues over there, bro. David went off, bro. He's not messing around anymore. And keep in mind, this guy is an OG. He worked on some of the greats, Battlefield 3, The Bad Companies, even Payday 2, which is a phenomenal game that's still popping off till this very day. He's made and been a part of a ton of extremely popular video games. And to be honest, if I were in his spot, if I worked for a franchise and I made multiple games that I poured my heart and soul into, countless hours, overtime almost every other day when the game is coming to completion, all of that time that you invested, and then to see the franchise go in this direction after you set the foundation in such a good way is probably the most insulting thing that could ever be done to anybody in the world. I'm going to be honest with you guys, seeing an OG developer that, like I said, has the history that he has with past games that are just absolutely goated in the whole franchise, it makes me feel less insane for thinking the things that I do. Sometimes developers are very good at doing this. Call of Duty especially, they will just make you feel like you're going mental. Like everything that you're saying, every complaint that you have is just, non-existent. You're just thinking that the past is too great. Those games is just nostalgia talking to you. When in reality, Call of Duty has changed drastically, fundamentally. It needs to change with graphics and, obviously other things need to change for a game to succeed. But the fundamentals of Call of Duty are slowly fading away with every new introduction into the franchise, and the community gets more and more angry about it every single year, and they just shrug it off. And like I said, we feel nuts. We feel like we're going crazy. But to see that an OG, someone who has really put in a lot of time and effort into some of these past amazing Battlefield titles, say the same things that we're saying, it feels phenomenal. Battlefield isn't just about vehicles. Yes, it's a massive, massive, massive portion of the game, and even on some of these smaller infantry-based maps, there are still some vehicles scattered here and there, but infantry still have ways to just completely avoid them and find different paths and action in other areas, because that's how well the designs were made back then. But in Battlefield 2042, there's no in-between. Every single map is heavily pushed towards vehicle gameplay, with very minor moments. There's a few places scattered here and there that are good for infantry, but more than half the time, those infantry locations aren't even considered hotspots. All the most active areas, you are going to have to cross an open field or open territory and just get absolutely obliterated by tanks, or like you see here, the Nightbirds. Even on this map that you're watching right here, I can still fly around and pick off infantry here and there because it's just so open. It's so stupidly easy to fly around in this game because nobody can hide from you. Every person that is running from one flag to the other is completely exposed. And because of this, people opt out of the infantry gameplay and they go straight over to vehicles, especially with not having easy access to vehicles like ATVs or Jeeps without a minigun on them, just regular transport vehicles. The fact that you have to go find them and they're only in Conquest just makes it to be a pain in the butt, and everybody chooses to use the assault vehicles, things like the Bolt or the Jeep or the hovercraft, and at that point, why would you leave that vehicle? You might as well go around and tear some stuff up, and eventually you die, you lose it, and then you have to run across the open map because you didn't want to, just use it to go from point A to point B and hop out and leave and do your thing. No, you wanted to go kill, you lost it, now you have to run across the open field and die by some more, vehicles until you can get another vehicle. See how the cycle goes in this game. It's all meant to be around vehicles, call-ins, all of that stuff. It really makes me think, will this game even get better in the future? Even with all these new developers coming on board, can any of them represent what true good classic DICE gameplay feels like? Because if some of these ex-developers can't even understand why these map designs are looking this way, does that mean the developers that are currently there just aren't competent enough to actually make a core good Battlefield experience? Because in my eyes, and I think a lot of other people's eyes as well, this game does not resemble anything that we've seen in the past. Hence why everybody is going and hopping on Battlefield 5, because even though that game was widely hated, at least it feels more like Battlefield than Battlefield 2042. And honestly, I feel like the graphics look better, the gameplay and the atmosphere sounds better. It just, overall, a better game. I'm gonna be straight up honest. 2042 doesn't give me anything, nothing to encourage me to hop on besides these weekly charms. And maybe in the future, yeah, they'll have cool skins and stuff like that, but skins aren't gonna save the game. The gameplay will save the game. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button as I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord, both will link in the down description. And also, want to catch me live stream some video games over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.